Hello, my name is Carolina and I am here at beautiful Purple Valley with Laruga, who is teaching for the 5th time. And we are breaking down the 3rd series, posture number 2, Vasisthasana.
Yep.
Yep. So Laruga is going to demonstrate.
Okay, so I will go through a demonstration of Vasisthasana, which is the 2nd posture of Advanced A, or otherwise known as 3rd series. We'll start in downward facing. So of course, doing the right side first, I'm going to inhale, take the right foot around the arm, drop the shoulder down so the leg can rest high up on my right arm. And then I'm going to open up, and then from here, extend the leg, gazing upward and lifting the arm. The back leg is super strong. My extended leg is pointed and very active. Breathing here for 5 breaths. We'll say that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale the arm down. Inhale, exhale, coming into Chaturanga, lifting the back leg, going and jumping back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Working into the left side, inhale. Stepping the left foot around the arm, dropping the shoulder. Exhale, inhale, opening up. Exhale, inhale, arm up. Breathing here for 5 breaths. 1, grounding through the back foot, back leg active. 2, 3, extended leg active, toe pointed. 4 and 5. Inhale, exhale, arm down. Inhale, exhale, hand down. Inhale, lifting to land in Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Okay, so for this particular position, we take the leg around the arm, and it's very important that the arm, or the leg I should say, that is resting on the arm is very, very active. So the quadricep toning, the toes pointed. It's really important that in the setup that you get the shoulder down. So the leg can be high up on the arm. If the leg is low, close to the elbow, it's going to be much harder to really fully access the pose. Again, it's so important that the back leg stays very active and that outer edge of the back foot really presses into the floor, so you really feel that you can expand and lift without feeling that you're sinking in the opposite direction that you want to go into. It's always important that we resist and push the floor away to obtain lift and elevation in the posture.
Yeah, okay, so of course the posture looks extremely graceful when you are doing it. And I've been practicing 3rd series now for 8 years, and I still do not really manage to get this specific asana. Mm-hmm. And I basically feel that my leg is a bit hanging. Your leg is nice and straight and strong. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if the limitation would be in my hips, that they're not open enough, or if it's basically that my leg is not active. Do you think that there's anything specific I should be thinking of?
Well, this Vasisthasana is an interesting pose because it does take strength, but you have to be also quite open too. It's kind of, I'm in a split here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do have to be quite open in the inner thigh and groin area. But it is very important that the leg that it's extended is super, super active. So I really feel, you know, from my hip all the way through the thigh, through the calf, and through the toes, that leg is very, very active. And the thing people have to keep in mind is that the more active the leg, the lighter it feels.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that we're creating tension or hardness, but it's just that, you know, energy can flow through an active leg much easier, and it feels much lighter. Mm. The other thing is with the back leg, that also has to stay very toned. And where we gain energy and activation through the back leg is the more I ground the foot into the floor, the more extension I feel travels up through my grounded leg.
Okay, so just like in Visvamitrasana, you're just grounding through the foot.
Yes.
And it's the same kind of activation of the legs that you are recommending to do in inversions, because now we have been practicing handstands and also Pincha Mayurasana.
Yeah.
And you say that the legs, the thighs, the quadriceps have to be really active.
Yes.
So that would be the same kind of strong activation of the legs.
Yeah, that's something I try, I really start to introduce to new students of the practice as they continue on to advance in their inversions. So it's so important that practitioners doing Shalabhasarvangasana or shoulder stand, that they learn to activate and tone the legs and even point the toes. That's going to be the beginning stage. Then they do the exact same thing when they move on to Shirshasana. Exact same thing if they do a handstand. So we get used to understanding that even though we're not standing on the leg, because again, we're not standing on this leg, it still needs to stay very active. Even though the legs are in the air, they need to stay very active, because you can feel where they are in space, but also an active leg is definitely lighter and easier to manage than a leg that's kind of, going any which way. Yeah.
Okay. And then the transition out of the pose, then you are basically almost going into a little arm balance.
Yeah.
Because you are lifting and then you are jumping back.
Yeah. So we're already in a really good position there, because the extended leg is out. So we take it out to the side, lean into a Chaturanga Dandasana position, keep the head lifted so we don't collapse to the floor. And again, maintain that activation. And then, of course, the back leg will lift upward as well. And then we just throw the leg that's to the side, to the back, to land in Chaturanga Dandasana. So that will happen on an inhale, and then exhale, landing into Chaturanga.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll continue to practice. Thank you so much.